All right, let's get right into it. Today, we are peeling back the layers on one of the most talked about, most argued over films of the last quarter century, David Fincher's Fight Club.
Yeah, you probably know the first rule. But this movie is absolutely packed with secrets, hidden in plain sight, all designed to mess with your head from the very first frame. It's a film that practically begs you to watch it again and again, because the clues to its huge twist, well, they're everywhere.
So check this out. Before we even officially meet Tyler Durden on that airplane, he's already there. He's haunting the narrator's world in these single-frame subliminal flashes. It's like David Fincher is pulling a Tyler Durden on us, the audience, using the exact same trick Tyler uses as a projectionist. But here's the really clever part. These flashes aren't random, not at all. Each one pops up when the narrator is feeling totally frustrated or powerless. Stuck at the copy machine, getting brushed off by his doctor. It's his subconscious literally building his anarchic alter ego, piece by angry piece.
And it just keeps going. You remember this scene at the payphone, right? The camera shows us this little detail on the phone for just a split second. No incoming calls accepted. So how did Tyler call him back after the apartment explosion? The simple answer is, he didn't. These aren't just clever little Easter eggs. They're deliberate breadcrumbs, leading us right to the film's massive secret.
Okay, so you see all this insane detail, this intricate film, but where did it all come from? Well, believe it or not, it all started as a short and really, really angry book. So the author, Chuck Palahniuk, was basically fed up. He wrote the novel right after another one of his books got rejected, and he just poured all of that frustration into it. His anger at consumer culture, at what it means to be a man, at all the phony stuff in the world, it's all in there.
For the most part, the movie is incredibly true to the book. But the ending, whoa, they went in a completely different direction. Instead of the book's quiet internal defeat in a mental hospital, the film gives us this spectacular, almost romantic apocalypse with the pixies blasting as the world changes forever.
And you know what's wild? The author loved it. In a really rare move, Palahniuk said he actually preferred the movie's ending. He felt like the filmmakers took his chaotic story and sharpened it, giving it a focus and a structure that even he admired.
But the story is only half of it, right? The feel of this movie, the look of it, it's what makes it stick with you. Fincher and his team created a whole visual language that was just as rebellious as Tyler himself. Look at the difference here. The cinematographer basically created two separate movies. The narrator's world, it's all sterile, sickly green and blue. It feels like a dying office plant. But Tyler's world, that's all grit, sweat, and shadows. It feels alive, and dangerous. And Fincher, being Fincher, just had to push the tech to its absolute limits. We're talking about effects that were totally mind-blowing back then. That famous scene where the camera just glides through the narrator's IKEA catalog apartment, that wasn't just cool. It was a groundbreaking way to show us he was living in a prison he bought for himself. And you just can't talk about the feel of Fight Club without talking about the music. That score by the Dust Brothers isn't just background noise. It's practically another character in the film. It's raw, it's chaotic. Honestly, it's the soundtrack to a complete and total mental breakdown. So we've got the story, the look, the sound. But what does it all mean? Why are we still arguing about this movie a quarter century later? Well, it's because it's like a cultural Rorschach test. What you see in it says a lot about you. Some academics have a name for what's going on here: slumming trauma. It's this idea that instead of trauma being this horrible thing you avoid, it's actually something you seek out, just to feel anything. The narrator doesn't just get beaten up, he chooses it. It's not a tragedy for him, it's how he reminds himself he's alive.
And this is where it gets really messy and interesting. You can look at the movie through all these different lenses. Is it a critique of capitalism? Sure. But does it just replace shopping with punching? Is it about men feeling lost in the modern world? Definitely. But then you have Project Mayhem, which, let's be honest, looks a whole lot like a fascist cult. The craziest part is the movie gives you evidence for all of these takes.
So what does the director himself have to say? Well, David Fincher is pretty clear about it. He says he can't imagine people not understanding that Tyler Durden is the bad guy. He's the problem, not the solution. He's this seductive, destructive idea that the hero has to overcome, not some role model to look up to. It's so funny to think about now, because Fight Club is this iconic classic. But when it first came out, oh man, it was a total disaster. It completely baffled the studio that paid for it and nearly tanked some careers. I mean, you have to put yourself in their shoes. How do you market this movie? Is it about soap?
Terrorism? Guys punching each other in a basement? They had no clue. So they just advertised it during wrestling matches, which totally missed the point and alienated the exact audience that would have actually gotten it.
But then, something amazing happened. The DVD. Fight Club absolutely exploded on home video. It found its true audience, sold over 6 million copies, and ended up making a cool $10 million profit. Talk about a comeback. The studio head had already resigned over its failure.
I mean, just look at this journey. It goes from a box office bomb that gets a studio head fired in 1999 to a massive cult hit on DVD in the 2000s, and now it's being celebrated with a huge 4K re-release for its 25th anniversary. You just can't make this stuff up.
And of course, David Fincher himself is overseeing the new remaster. This is the guy who's famous for being a total perfectionist. He's going back to the original film, tweaking every little detail to make it perfect for today's screens. A whole new generation is about to experience this film's beautiful chaos in a way no one ever has before.
Which leaves us with one last big question. All the things Fight Club was screaming about 25 years ago, consumerism, loneliness, identity, all that rage simmering just under the surface, doesn't that feel more relevant now than ever? It really makes you wonder, was the film a warning we ignored, or was it a prophecy we ended up living through?